Weird day. What's up, guys? It's currently 12 a.m., technically Wednesday. I had a strange day today, a lot going on. My AC kind of went out, got sent home from work. I've been trying to stay productive. I got a lot of shorts done, a lot of scripting done, and now it's time to go to the gym. I'm choosing to go to the gym because I work nights, so I'm usually in there at night. And then since I have the night off, I kind of picked a time where there be the least amount of people possible so that I can try to film as much as I can, because while I can film in there, they kind of have a tripod policy. But I figure if it's 12 and I'm the only one in there, nobody's going to say anything. So hopefully we can get through what we got to get through and I can bring y'all some good footage. I should probably address why I'm dressed like a cat burglar. It's because today we are doing not only weightlifting, we're doing cardio, and I have some high standards to achieve, and I'm gonna be damned if I'm not gonna do it. I got on sweatpants, a sweatshirt, and under I have, you can't really tell right now, but it's a sauna shirt to try to get where I gotta go. So I'll be there in a second, and then we're gonna get after it. Real quick before I go in, I'm trying to catch this lightning. Like, it's going crazy, lighting up the sky. Like I said, it's been a weird day. Oh, it's over here. Alright, boom. We in here, all black, because we mean business. I like starting off with abs on like leg days. This helps me get my core together so I feel a lot stronger with my legs. Chicken legs was one of my problem areas before I started, so I definitely have a very intentional 2 leg days a week. Today's going to be one of those days. Also, I know it's going to be a good workout because I got this elixir I put together. Not only is it delicious and nutritious, it's a power up. It's like a liquid sensory. I had that opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Bling Bling was well known. You can see the shaking. If you're not shaking while you're doing your core, you're probably not doing it. You're probably not doing enough. So I'm wearing headphones and I'm listening to music and I'm listening to an app that I'm following along their circuit with. That's how I know when 30 seconds passes and when a minute passes and all that. And if I'm talking, singing to myself, I'm not schizophrenic, I'm listening to music while I do this. The ab circuit, like usually in the beginning, I also like to kind of stretch out in between the rounds. So like when I'm about to do a plank, I just a nice quad stretch and all that. So that was one round, 33% done, 100% savage. I need to change this one. Ooh, playlist. TSF, Sauce Walker, Sancho Sauce, Staple, Kevin Gates. Shit is not for the weak of heart. Fun fact: ninjas, quote unquote, back in like Japan, don't didn't wear all black. They actually wear navy blue at night because that blends in better with the dark sky than all black. All black would stick out more. Fun fact. What else I got going on? There's a CT Fletcher documentary that I got in my watch later. It's about 45 minutes. He was a bad motherfucker, so I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Fuck. I see the transformation, but there's work that goes into it. Anything's possible with the right formula. I'll be here busting my ass, but the eating part is the hard part right now. Because I'm trying to be uncommon amongst the uncommon. So, watching what I eat has really been difficult. Not even watch what I eat, but just the quantity. I just feel like I'm a dog. I gotta eat like a dog, right? But if you give a dog endless amount of food, he's gonna eat till he throws up and then eat some more. Can't be like that. Who else on my place? Ooh, Benny the Butcher. I started listening to Benny the Butcher a couple years ago, probably like the last 2 years. I don't know what I've been doing all my life. Fire. Susa, fire. Fat Trow. Who else I'm listening to? Um, can't think right now. I'm trying not to fall. Well, that's that for that. Just gonna stretch out a little bit and then we're gonna start the workout. So I like starting with this portion to help warm up my hips and all that. Glutes, get it all like activated so I can push heavier weight in the rest of the workout. But I'm starting on 105 dumbbells. So here we go. So I got to use my watch in between sets. So it's gonna be too much for me to use my phone. Usually I just use the app, and it kind of alarms. Who's got time for it? With these, the purpose of holding it low like that is to target the posterior chain, so glutes and hamstrings. If you held it like more right here, that'd be more quads. But that's really the only pointer, I would say. Shit ain't rocket science. Speaking of rocket science, did y'all watch my episode on the Nazis that basically started NASA? If not, tap in. Okay, it's gonna be my failure set and the heaviest dumbbells I got in here. So we're gonna wait the whole 2 minutes. And key to growth, I checked what I did last week for failure on these, and it was 31 reps. So I'm doing no less than 32. Because I did my little transformation and I got results and all that. Really didn't do shit yet. Like compared to the elite in this field of fitness. I'm still like probably average to below average as far as strength and physique. So from 31 last week to 36 right now, it's gonna be one of them days. On third set, all first verse. About to be the third set. For fourth, we going for failure. So after this, I'm gonna check how much I did last week and guarantee I'm probably not gonna film it. Guarantee I'm gonna beat it. So as you can see, we're warming up with the 410s. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be scared to put any weight on this. Anxious. Higher feet placement to target the glutes and lower for the quads. Trust the hills. Oh, my hips. I got 2 more sets of this. Last one, I'm gonna up the weight and go to failure. Then we go into squats. There's a lot more going on when you see me. So I'm gonna leave that to imagination till we get there. All right, I'm on the last set. I'm gonna let y'all count it up. 5 plates each side. So 10 times 45 is 450. Failure set. Last week I did 23. But honestly, I'm feeling like 30. Matter of fact, 31. We're gonna do 31. Alright. What did I say? 31. Let's start. Hold on. 2 changes. I know how to change it. Alright, can we get? Oh, I forgot the Sada Baby. Sada Baby going crazy on my gym. Yep. I got 25. I ain't gonna lie. That's all I could do. Fuck it. Beat my last week by 2 reps, so almost done with the elixir. Once I'm done with the elixir, I can start the whole workout all over again. It's like, nah. I left out. I just did the lion hamstring curls too, which was more difficult than I remember. But this is gonna be my last leg exercise, technically weightlifting leg exercise. So I'm gonna see how this goes. Don't critique my form. I know I don't get low enough. Part of this fitness journey is mobility. I really be going, like I said, as low as I can go, but I don't want to do this shit. What do you say? Just close your eyes and go. Just close your eyes and go. Alright, so this is editing Moquin taking over for workout Moquin. I'm gonna walk y'all through the rest of the workout because obviously I'm on a treadmill right here. I'm out of breath. Music in the background's too loud. But what I was saying here is that number one, I wanted to record while I was on the Stairmaster because for the first 10 minutes, I am tasked with not touching the handles, pause, which makes it infinitely harder. So recording myself to make sure I don't touch the handles, pause, would be a nice accountability partner type thing. Also, I want to give a little bit of advice for anybody facing like hard times in the gym and what I've been able to use to motivate myself and push beyond my perceived limits. So I've been re-listening to David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me, which is one of the best motivational books. And if you don't know who David Goggins is and you're watching my video, then I don't know what you got going on, but just a short synopsis on who he is. He's been coined the toughest man in the world. He started off wanting to be a Navy SEAL in his early 20s, but he was 300 pounds. So he had to lose about 200 pounds in 3 months, which he did to become a Navy SEAL. Then he went to the training. He had to do 3 hell weeks, which is basically a week straight of training on a couple hours sleep, like physical training in the ocean and the sand, and it's basically torture. So he had to do 3 of those just to be able to become a Navy SEAL. Then he becomes a Navy SEAL and he's doing his thing, and then he decides to join a 100-mile straight race for a charitable cause, but he doesn't train at all. And then he joins the race and he finishes, and once he finished, he kind of unlocks something, which is the premise of the book Can't Hurt Me. But there's a lot of game in there to overcome like mental blocks, because yeah, he did the 100-mile race, but he's done 250-mile races, and he was doing over 100-mile races like every weekend, right? So with running that much time, there's a lot of self-talk that you're gonna have to do to keep going. One of the analogies he uses in the book is like, say you have a car that can go 200, but the manufacturers put what's called a governor at about 160 miles an hour to keep the driver and everybody else on the road safe. So once you hit that 160, the car will stop and refuse to go any faster. And our body and mind kind of have a similar thing where once you hit a certain point, you kind of want to give up. Your mind and body's telling you to do that. But he suggests that once you hit that point, you're probably at about 40% of your actual capacity as a human. So he calls that the 40% rule. Once you understand that and can internalize it, then you can figure out ways to break beyond that 40%. Because once you get beyond that 40%, it starts to get easier. Like if you tell yourself, I have a goal I want to achieve and I'm definitely going to do it no matter what, then your body and mind kind of synchronize to help you achieve whatever it is. So that might give you a boost of energy or whatever you need just to hit the target you're aiming for. Once you hit that 40% and you can self-talk your way past it, the obstacle, whatever you're facing, kind of moves out of your way. Another trick he has is what's called taking souls. So basically, if you're up against the wall, you're doing a hard task, whatever it is, you kind of find something to compete against someone else and beat them, and like kind of tie your ego into it to be able to to put it in like a Dragon Ball Z term, like maybe absorb their energy, right? Like a Cell or a Majin Buu. So for his example, he's in Hell Week, right? They're on the cold, freezing beach in the middle of the night or the day, whenever. They're in and out of the water, freezing. They got sand everywhere, and it's miserable. And then they got their instructors who have previously been through Hell Week, but this was years and years ago. Kind of just telling them what to do. Carry the boats, carry the lives, go run over here, go do these push-ups, flutter kicks, whatever it is. So when he was feeling like at his lowest, and he just saw the instructor sitting there with warm jackets on and drinking coffee and all that, he said, you know what? I'm going to take their soul, meaning I'm going to do something to make them kind of on edge, right? So whatever task they were giving him, he was doing it like he was fresh, like he had just walked on the beach after a nice night of rest and some creatine and all that. So if they're telling him to run, he's sprinting. If they're telling him to do jumping jacks, he's jumping out of the gym, right? And he knows that they're going to look at him and say, well, dang, when I was doing Hell Week and I was on day 4 or 5 or whatever day it is, I wasn't moving like this, right? So he's kind of mentally going against them and deflating their ego, and it's like giving him power. Like it's kind of like a metaphysical thing. At least that's my interpretation of it. And I do it as well, but I never had a name for it. Like a lot of times when I'm doing the Stairmaster, which is probably like the worst part of the workouts, if somebody gets on the Stairmaster next to me, I'll kind of like tell myself that, all right, let me just stay on longer than them, right? And if they get on like for a minute or two, I kind of feel better once they get off, which is weird, and it has nothing to do with them. It's just like a mental thing to keep going, because honestly, I'm just going to do the whole time, whatever, 20, 30 minutes, but wanting to quit and saying, all right, using this to just push through to the next, however, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or if they stay on 10 minutes and I got 10 minutes left, then it works out perfect. But it's kind of tying my ego to my achievements just to make sure I achieve what I'm trying to achieve. Another little trick I have is like, especially for like my last set and when I don't want to do it, like those squats. I assure you I did 4 sets of 10 of those, but I did not want to do it. But once I got to that last set, my self-talk was literally, okay, there's 10 squats right now between you and glory. Like that's how I kind of had to talk to myself to will myself to do it. And then once I put it in like that perspective, it's like 10 squats between me and glory right now. It's only going to take 20 seconds, and then you just get on there and bang it out. So self-talk is very important, especially when you're doing physical activities and your governor's kicking on and telling you to stop or telling you it's too painful or whatever the case is. The self-talk is going to be your most important thing to hit that next level. Okay, back at it again with the white gloves. This portion of the video actually turned off my mic and I forgot I did, so I'm over here boxing and yapping like Adrian Broner. But I got like 80 minutes of footage from this gym workout, so the last thing I'm gonna do is scrap it. I actually use the Fight Camp app, which there's trackers in the hand wraps in my gloves that will track like your speed and velocity, and then you can kind of compete with other people on the app or the computer on the app. And there's like a personal trainer that walks you along with whatever workout. Me right here, I'm just freestyling because I needed my phone to record, so I can't record and follow along with the workout at the same time. But I had a little extra energy after the Stairmaster and the leg workout, so get it out here and heat up a little bit before I hit the sauna. So right here, I'm talking shit to the bag, telling him I'm about to go to his body, right? Crushing his body. Pause. He got no choice but to back up, right? He got no choice. And then right here, I'm gonna start off with the jabs, right? And one thing I learned with the jab, because my jab used to be terrible, is to get power on your jab, you want to push off of your back foot, right? So if you're right-handed, your jab's going to be your left. So you're going to be pushing off of your right foot to generate power of the jab, right? And then another thing I learned actually on YouTube is to accompany that while you're pushing off on your right foot to get the left jab, you're also throwing your right shoulder back. Not so much that your face is open, but just enough to get like some upper body torque, right? So check it out. Boom. You peep the bar shaking that's holding that bag up. I had to switch it. I was scared I was gonna break it. Let's see what they talking about over here. All right, that was that for that. Like I told you before, I had the sweater on with the sauna shirt under it. And I don't know if you can like really appreciate how like sweaty I was, but let's just say if this was Harry Potter, I'd definitely be in Slytherin. Now I'm in a sauna, regretting every choice I ever made. And I know obviously I'm wearing all the stuff I'm wearing, but whether I was wearing it or not, this is me checking my mic, and it was blinking green, so I think I'm actually talking to somebody, which I'm not. But like I was saying, that was literally the hottest the sauna had ever been, and I know I'm wearing all that stuff, but even with or without, it was ridiculously hot in there. So every couple of minutes I'm taking an article of clothing off to reward myself. And that's kind of a thing I do too at this point right now with food, is like my eating is kind of like a reward for the day, right? So I don't really eat until, well, I go to sleep early in the morning, and then I wake up probably mid-afternoon for my first meal. And then what I've been doing is like a nap before my second meal. So I have two almost 1,000-calorie meals a day, but I kind of spread them out and reward myself with them. So for example, after I leave the gym right now, I'm gonna shower and all that, and then I'm gonna have a protein shake just to keep me satiated and keep that muscle building process going. And then first thing in the morning, I'm jumping up out of bed and going to eat a nice big breakfast. So that's what I like to do. Unfortunately, there's no posing room, but this is how we're looking after the workout. I'm flexing. That's the flex, but regular. Remember, it was a leg day, so don't expect too much out of me. But I'm about to hit the showers and get up out of here. It is 2:35, so I'm running a little behind schedule, but and talk to y'all in the car. All right, so we back in the car. The phone obviously overheated while I was in the sauna, but that was to be expected. I'm about to leave the gym now, and I guess I got 2.5 minutes till I get home, whatever. So I'll just try to figure out how to end this video. I went into it not really having a topic. So I was kind of just yapping and letting y'all watch me work out, basically. I know we work legs, and I didn't show y'all a pump for legs, but this ain't OnlyFans, so keep waiting on it. Don't hold your breath. Oh, one thing I learned. I've been drinking a lot of those. I know they have a Propel one, and they have like all different type of brands where it's like the package you put into your water to flavor it, and they say 0 calories. So I think I was drinking a lot of those this week in particular because I cut my calories and my macros. But I looked it up, and what I did find out is that while they don't have calories and they won't make you gain weight technically, they make you hungrier and they make you bloated. So the positive of them is they give you electrolytes faster. The two negatives are that they bloat you and they make you more hungry. So I think I'm gonna cut those out as well. The alternative to that is just baking soda, salt mixture that you just put in your water. That replenishes your electrolytes. Obviously, the last part to go on a lot of guys is going to be like the stomach fat, which is what obviously I have visible abs now, which was the goal initially. But this, I can still be better in that area. So the two kind of parts that I'm focusing on right now is the legs getting just more size and the stomach getting more defined, which was the catalyst for the calorie cuts. I got the Joker hanging right now. You know what that represents? That represents fearlessness, right? Right when Batman pushed him off the roof and he didn't know his leg was gonna get caught in that rope that saved him from falling, right? He was laughing. Right? Restricted area. While I didn't get it for that, I just thought of that and it sounded good. So the Joker right here from my mirror hanging, almost crashed, represents fearlessness. Starting now. Okay, we are approaching Mikasa. Oh, another thing, I'm approaching 100 days straight of Duolingo. So that's good. Let me see if I can leave y'all off with a little bit of Espanol. Yo tengo mucho Riz. How about that one? I don't know what to say in Spanish. Like Kawhi said, you gotta ask me something. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
But I'm home now. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody who watches my videos and engages with them. I'm definitely going to be trying to up the quality, but we're a work in progress. And we out.